Howdy, folks, once again. And this is something a little bit different from my usual firearms area of expertise. We have a pretty interesting muzzle-loading French pistol. This is, I believe, an 1822/42 percussion conversion pistol. So this is a muzzle-loading, hence the ramrod, single shot, 69 caliber bore, rifled, cavalry military type pistol. You know, this is formerly a flintlock. As you can see, this is where the old flash pan was. And we have this big cone addition to the barrel. And you can see there's actually a fair bit of corrosion and whatnot. And this is from all the flash from when it was a flintlock. And it's made by Tulle, Tulle, manufacturer Royal of Tulle. I think that's what RLE is for, short for Royal. Anyways, this gun looks really nice. This has been professionally refinished because this did not look like this prior to its current configuration. And I think we'll have a look at her here because she's pretty nice. Nice looking old walnut wood. You've got some kind of tiger stripe going on in the grain there. Some of these have lanyard rings. Some of these have screws. It's kind of all over the place. This one has the screw. I think originally all the flintlocks had screws, but sorry, not screws, lanyard rings. One of the most commonly missing parts on antique guns is lanyard rings. And so I think when they refurbished these things in the 1840s to convert them into percussion guns, if they had the lanyard ring, they got to keep it. If they're missing the lanyard ring, well, tough titty, you get a screw. And, have a look at her here. There's our hammer, just a little hand-cut cross hatching there. Oh my god, this thing has such a heavy mainspring. Oh, there she is. I mean, you got to remember this mainspring setup is set up for a flintlock because you had a cock with, jaws and a flint smashing into a frizzen there. And so, that's definitely enough to set off a percussion gun. And there's your safety position, which you just sits off top there. It just kind of hovers, see? I believe this cone here, the nipple, as it's known here, is large enough that, number 11 cap isn't going to work. I think this is a musket cap type deal. Oh my god, that's heavy. See, it sits on there, and then that's the safety position right there, see? So that's your half cock position. We'll get into the markings here in a minute. That's your sight picture, if I can even get it on film. No, I don't have enough room here. But you have this little shallow, little V-notch. And you've got this front post, little ball bead on that other bead. And we've got a ramrod here. Oh my god, that thing's in there. I gotta take it off camera. Comes out. It is threaded. I don't know. Some of these have thread in them. Some of them don't. It really depends on the gun, I suppose. But that press is in there real tight. I had to really crank on that to get her out. We'll get into some of the markings here. Calibre, 17.6, or yeah, that's basically caliber, 17.6. That's millimeters. So this is 69 caliber, 0.69 caliber bore. We've got all kinds of markings upon markings. There's like a J or an F. There's a 2 there. MLE model, come on, 1822, which is the flintlock designation, I believe, the 1822. We've got a serial number here that's like been force stamped over. We got one, or maybe an I stamped over with a 0 that looks like a 2 previously, and an 8 over something else. That's either a 7 or a 3 that's been stamped in there. So this is re-serialized. We've got like a proof mark there. We've got another little proof mark, a little P there. See that in the shield? We've got a little, come on, focus. A P, yeah, something like that. This is an inspector's mark. It's like a really fancy looking F in that French cursive. And you can see there's remnants here of where this was made or refurbished. And it's like Réponse de S Saint-Étienne. I don't know what this means on the top, but I think what this is telling you is it was converted at Saint-Étienne. And there's some more marks here, and I don't know which marks are from the, when it was converted and refurbed, or when it was originally made as a flintlock. But yeah, it's a tool pistol converted at Saint-Étienne. Have a look at the wood over here. It's actually, like, the wood's actually pretty nice. My gunsmith did a pretty good job on this. I quite like this pistol. It's quite nice. And I'll point out some points to you here. There is one spot on this pistol right here. It looks like it's broken. There's a piece that was chipped out, and as you can see, there's a really hairline small crack there too. This brass is kind of old and work hardened, but this is actually, I think, intentional, and I've seen this on other pistols of this configuration on the 1822. And something my gunsmith discovered was you can't get this piece of brass off. It will not slide off the barrel. But that cut right there is actually the perfect size for this front sight post to slip through. So I think this was added after they put the band on, or they bent the band and then forged it and fixed it. But basically, that's a disassembly point. That's a cut to make it disassemblable. And I've seen pistols with it and without it. So I think it was a common expedient modification done to it. But these pistols, I haven't seen very many that look this nice. A lot of them were kind of put through the ringer. And some of them that are very nice, original, mint condition, you're talking big money. But a lot of these are in pretty rough shape. Like, this is a bit of pitting, but this steel is so thick, you're not going to have any issues with this. And a big thing on these too is this hammer spur, 'cause it's so tall and thin. The pistols would get dropped and it would shatter right off. So it's all there. It works. The boron's actually pretty good. It is rifled. And by good, I mean it's clean and free from like major pitting. The barrel is worn. I will not, sugarcoat that. I don't have a light to get in there, but I'll describe it for you. Barrel is worn. So we can't even get it in camera here on my little setup. Yeah, it's not going to happen. This thing's too long. Barrel is worn. There is rifling in there. It's quite faint. When they converted these things in 1842, I'm pretty sure they rifled them, because originally I'm fairly certain these were smoothbore pistols. And so you should be able to get a little spin on your 69 caliber ball, or if you're using like a mini ball or some sort of conical projectile. But at the end of the day, you got a pretty cool French muzzle-loading percussion gun. So see you next time.